iVapor and iVapor Elixir proudly sponsors Smoke to Vape on Saturday.
Good evening, everybody. I am your host, Andy, Smoke to Vape. Welcome to vaportrails.tv for the SOS show, and I will be your host for the next hour. And look, chat. Hello, chat. How are we all tonight? I hope we're having a lovely Saturday. I've had a crazy Saturday, rushing around like a thing with a thing that makes you rush around quite a bit. On the show tonight, I've got lots of good stuff. Lots, again, will be down to you lovely people in chat. Yes. It's been a busy week for me. Oh, let me finish my thoughts. I'm all over the place. I've let me show you this. I've got new software, and the team behind Vapor Trails will tell you when it comes to doing a new show with new software and hardware, it's a little bit fly by the seat of your pants. But to embrace that, I've ensured that I'm completely unprepared. The important bit has been prepared, the bit that you're going to be involved with. So that's coming up later in the show. We won't speak of it just yet. And yes, I've got a couple of videos. I've started a new job in Cardiff, and I've been filming quite a bit in the car. I'm going to get you up to speed with the SOS campaign for all of you who have submitted videos and stuff. Thank you very much. It's absolutely brilliant. It's going very well. Thank you very much, and keep them coming. Keep them coming. So there's a big update on that. I've also got a review, first impressions of the iClear 30. Now there's an iClear 30. It's got a bendy tip. And I've also got 3 juice reviews if I need it. But I get the feeling that the more interactive section of the show is going to take up quite a bit of time because it's just good fun, really. Yeah, I won't go into the thing that shall not be mentioned just yet. But I'll play in this VT and, you know, I'll get you up to speed with what I've been up to. Hi everybody, Andy here, and you find me once again in the car. And isn't it nice? The extra hour means that I'm driving home from Cardiff. My first day in Cardiff. In a beautiful summer's evening, or spring evening, whatever. It's not snowing anymore. Yeah, lots to talk about. The tweet bomb went well, didn't it? From what I see, people are still using the hashtag that we set up today. It's still getting retweeted. Absolutely fantastic result. The driving from Cardiff does give me a lot of time to think. And I am going to try and do quite a bit of videoing while driving. So if you notice a slight style change in my videos, I'm sorry, but to be able to keep going with the Smoke Without Fire campaign and be commuting a little bit more, and I had a week off basically when I put the Smoke Without Fire thing together, so that enabled me to crack the backbone of it. Also, I'm not going to have as much time to put into the live shows, so more and more of those are going to become live. You know, doing reviews live. And also I'm going to be doing a Twitter bomb pretty much every Saturday. So the Twitter bomb really has, you know, I joined a social media site, and I just heard people referring to the concept of it, and we've had some fantastic retweets from some people that are very supportive, and I'm currently locating their agents. And actually, one of the people that retweeted in opposition to the EU actually has done work with the production company that I'm working for at the moment, so that might be a very subtle inroad to that particular celebrity. I spent a lot of time at the weekend cutting together the promo that is on the Kickstarter page.
Read an article in New Scientist a couple of years ago about electronic cigarettes, first I'd ever heard of them, and I never went back to smoking. I hadn't planned on even cutting down.
4 years later, all I use is an e-cigarette. I get my nicotine from that, I don't harm anybody else, and as a really good byproduct, I'm going to live longer because I'm using an electronic cigarette.
This consists of an electronic inhaler that vaporises a liquid into an aerosol mist, simulating the act of tobacco smoke. Now, the difference is that while cigarette smokers smoke for the nicotine but die from the tars and gases released by the burning of tobacco, e-cigarettes deliver the nicotine in an aerosol form, crucially without the hazards that accompany tobacco smoking.
The likelihood is it will grow and it will usurp tobacco smoking.
Yeah.
And that strikes me as being a damn good idea. And I think if government can see that, so much the better.
Who could object? Well, Mr. Deputy Speaker, it seems the EU can object, because it's bringing forward a draft tobacco products directive which proposes to regulate non-tobacco nicotine-containing products, including e-cigarettes, by classifying the majority of these products as medicines, and every product with more than 4 milligrams per millilitre of nicotine would have to be classified. It means that there would be a de facto ban on these products. They're not medicines, it's a recreational nicotine product.
These things represent a way to carry on smoking. They represent a middle ground, yeah? Because in the past, as a smoker, and I know full well having been one, you would either have to quit using some of those NRT products, which have a 93% failure rate, or you'd have to die.
It's, in all likelihood, it's true that e-cigarettes will be less dangerous than the real thing, but we really don't know.
They are totally clueless. I bet if they watched or looked at the past 5 years' history in vaping, even they would question themselves.
European consumers expect the products they buy to be tested and proved to be safe. We must regulate e-cigarettes just as we regulate other nicotine-containing products as a pharmaceutical product.
It's a way of life to me, because I don't want to go back onto cigarettes.
What the EU is proposing to do now would make it very, very difficult for me to live longer. They would take 15 years off my life.
I think they're banning it. My own personal view is they're going to ban it because they're getting no revenue from it. Because if people stop smoking, they're going to have to get the funding from somewhere.
I do believe that the removal of the hazardous tar from cigarettes, while still providing the nicotine that smokers look for, means this product should be studied very closely and should be saved from this forthcoming EU directive.
There are so many hundreds of thousands in the UK alone, millions of people around the world whose lives have literally been transformed by these products.
It's the future.
I am an asthmatic. When I switched, I went from using one asthma spray per week. Now I'm using one every 3 months if I'm lucky. And the only thing I've done is change my nicotine delivery system, which is these. And you're not going to take that away from me.
It will all be in place, and I'm going to show it to the team, and we're all going to have a read through and see if anything in there is wrong or spelt incorrectly or the grammar's incorrect or whatever, or there's a fact in there that's incorrect, or we just need to check our stuff. It's important at this stage to be right. We're aiming to raise £10,000. I'm hoping it'll exceed. We'll exceed that, and we'll be able to achieve an awful lot more. If you enjoy doing the Twitter bomb, you're going to enjoy it an awful lot more when we can send them a video that really either supports what we're doing or can illustrate our point with a celebrity's point of view. Or, I mean, just imagine if we could get Stephen Fry, a 1 minute video with Stephen Fry. Just imagine that would be devastating. I mean, if he retweeted that video, it would go out to millions. MPs and MEPs and people in government fear losing votes. If we can demonstrate to these people that we can influence the way those politicians are perceived by the public, they have to listen to us. So, that's enough waffling while I drive home. It's starting to get dark anyway. Yeah. A nice day in Cardiff, really. Yeah. I am also vaping at the moment, 36 milligrams RY6 in a 1ml Vision Nano, which I talked about live on the show last week. The one thing that has happened is that the plastic knobbly top has come off, so it's going to make refilling it a little bit difficult. Right, so I'm going to drive my way home. I've got another 40 minutes, and back to me live on vaportrails.tv. That just cut out. That was strange. Anyway, yes, so there we go. You're now up to speed with what I've been up to, and just going to the Kickstarter campaign. That is now what happens is you prepare your document and then you send it off to Kickstarter, and then they look at it and then they assess it, send you any questions or queries they may have, and then they put it live. So once it goes live, you will hear about it. It will be on the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/SWOF campaign. So go along there. If you haven't already, give us a like. Post on there, and it's another way of getting your videos to me. I noticed in chat quite a few of you related to what Gary Dibley said, you know, about the asthma, and any sort of, you know, personal stories like that are gold dust. They're gold dust. Any physical advantages of switching to an alternative method of nicotine delivery would be, I'll say it again, gold dust. And I noticed as well in chat that the majority of things being talked about was my beard. Some say you prefer me with a beard, some say you prefer without. Don't worry, it will come back. It tends to do that. I tend to only shave probably 6 times a year, so it will come back. Right. I can now see in chat people are saying beard. Well, I can try, but it grows at a certain speed, and it was getting a little bit ungainly and sort of getting in the way of eating. So it went, but it tends to come and go like that. Right, so let's have a look at chat, see what you're all chatting about here. Hi. Okay. This is the moment I think most of us have been waiting for. If I could speak directly to the lovely people behind the scenes, if you would like to close chat. Now, chat, we are going to stop the ability for you to be able to post to chat, but don't worry, don't take it personally. All we're doing is we're closing chat so we can post some tweets. Now, all you need to know is your name. There are going to be 26 tweets posted in chat. 26. You take the letter of the tweet and your first name, and the letter of your second name and the tweet. If you like let me give you an example. I will be A and S. I'm Andy Sutton. Dave Dawn, will not post D twice. What he will do is he will post D for David and O, the second letter of his surname. So don't post the same tweet twice. Post your first name and your last name. It's kind of like doing your porn star name, you know, but slightly different. This is the Twitter bomb, people. This is the Twitter bomb. So chat is now closed. I can see that. I can see Sav has posted. So what we're going to do is we're going to get tweeting, and then I'm going to continue on with the show, and we shall see how we get on. Now, looking at the number in chat, there are 125 of us. Hi. Now, if we all post 2, that's amazing. If we all retweet them, that's going to be bonkers. Now, okay, so if the lovely Sav could post... Okay, A and B have been posted. So if your first name or your last name begins in B or A, then grab those, copy them and paste them somewhere safe. Those are yours. You own them. You own them. There will be 26, so this might take quite a while. You can see the target of the Twitter bomb. Now, it is Glenys Wilmot. Yes. Now, let me just show you a few things about this lady here. You will have seen her in our promo. That is parliamentary footage, which is public domain footage. I want to make that clear. We've got all the rights in the world to use that. And this is the lady that we are looking at. Let me just make sure I bring the right page up here. Yep, there she is. Right, Glenys Wilmot. She wants to medicinalise electronic cigarettes. I personally disagree with that. And the tweets, I think you will agree, voice that. Now, the important thing to say about the tweets is the reason why we've sort of given you we want to make it as easy as possible to do a tweet. We also want to ensure that what goes out isn't going to, it's not offensive. It's just asking a question that, sure, will get her attention. And my chair's deflating. So, yes. So, here she is, Glenys Wilmot. Interestingly, she's got a medical background. She was in haematology, which is blood. She was also a medical scientist as well. So she has got a medical and scientific background. And she's an MEP who doesn't like electronic cigarettes. And there she is. And she's on Twitter. And she's going to hear from us. She is. So let me go back to chat now. And we can see we are already up to Y. There we are. And you can see one of the tweets, L, has got Mr. Dawn's video in it. Future Twitter bombs will have videos that the SWAF campaign have produced, whether it be your own personal stories or whether it be celebrities. There we go. And so it gives us the ability to target somebody and put something in front of their faces. And it's okay. We're up to Z. So if you can copy and paste, that would be fabulous. And once you've got the first name and the last name tweet, if your first name letter is the same as your last name letter, choose the second letter in your surname. Now, the reason why we're doing this tonight is because our original Twitter bomb, which was fairly successful, I think we'll agree, that had problem in that it was quickly deemed as spam in the search engines, which wreaked havoc with various systems that we use on Vapor Trails TV. It also slightly nullifies our point, but this way we are being diverse with what we are tweeting. So we hope this will help. And we hope as well that you're finding a way of finding your tweets successfully. They have all been checked to fit in with the maximum characters, 140 I believe, that Twitter allow. Sav has just said she's going to open chat in a few minutes. So that is brilliant. And Skype chat with the team says that Twitter's already going crackers with the hashtag. Great stuff. Great stuff. So let me just have a look at Twitter. 12 new tweets have piled in. There we go. There we go. It's happening. It is happening. Amazing. Okay, cool. Well, that's working. Good. Okay. So let's go back to live chat. Chat is still closed at the moment, but you can see all the tweets there. If I go up to the top, if you're not watching this live and you're watching it on a record, we've closed the chat, and there they all are. They were all put together last night by the team, and yes, there we are. So if you see any pop up that you know, also the other thing I'll say is it's important to anybody you see tweeting, give them a follow. They're obviously in the audience. We all know each other. We're trying to do the same thing. So follow them on Twitter, and then that adds to the range, because anybody who retweets, my chair's deflating again. It's the excitement. Anybody who retweets will be retweeted to all their followers and your followers, so it grows exponentially. I'm gonna have a drink because I've been talking a lot, but the Twitter bomb is occurring. And I forgot to play the graphic in, so I'll do it now. Wow. There we are. Chat is open again. Welcome back. You're in the room. You're in the room. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. If you've had any problems or anything, just direct it to one of the members of staff, and we'll be with you shortly. So chat's open, so I am going to plough on with the rest of the show. And the rest of the show consists of the review, the first impressions. I keep saying it's a review, it's not, it's the first impressions. I will give my review of it shortly. Sorry, chats. Whoosh! So, yeah. Chat's going crackers, and it's all good. It's all good. And I think Twitter's going crackers as well. So, Glennis, if you've happened across this video, you've had your say. We've heard you speak. We're speaking to you. And we've got MEPs now who are behind us. So, please consider what you're hearing, because it comes from the heart. Right. Anyway, sorry, I went back. So here we go. Yes, the iClear 30. I've been using it for 2 or 3 days now, and let me show you my first impressions of this device, and then probably we'll get distracted by the Twitter bomb again. But I will hopefully try and tell you what I think of it after this VT.
Hello everybody, Andy here. I'm like a pig on a roller skate. I'm using some new hardware and new software. It means I can do this though. Cool, huh? Right, so now I'm going to mainly be talking about this. It arrived today, and I've got to say, I haven't seen one before. It's an iClear 30. Yeah, dual coil clearomizer 3mm, and there it is in the box, looking rather wonderful. So it's time to have a look at it, take it out of the box. I got it from Daz at e-cigs, so thank you very much, Daz. It also came with some juice. You'll see me reviewing those live later in the show. Let's just cut to that and take this out of the box. Now if I read on the side here, read with me. Refill the clearomizer. You just take the top off and put juice in it. On the side there it says cozy drip tip rotatable with different angle, dual coil rebuildable stainless steel material. Right, let's get it out of this plastic shroud it is in. It appears to have wrapped it in some sort of Kevlar. Right, so there it is. Open. Some sort of label. There we go. There we are. And there it is. That is a huge box for a cartomizer, really, clearomizer. And it says here as well that it has got a rotatable steel tip. Ooh, it does. Swivelly. Very nice. Okay. Right. So, does that actually come out of there? Right. That's interesting, isn't it? Look, does that... Oh, unless it unscrews. Oh, it unscrews. It unscrews. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't take a standard drip tip, but it does screw in quite nicely. I assume the idea is that they're going to sell other screw-in ones. If we look in there, we'll see that it is in fact dual coil. Right, okay. And at the bottom it says iClear 30. Let's put some juice in it. Dad's from Safe for Cigs has very kindly sent me some juice as well. 3 bottles, all very nicely packaged. Hazelnut coffee. Coffee. And hazelnut. Something tells me he knows I like nuts. Right, okay, these are all Hang Sen juices, all very nicely labelled and wrapped. Safety label, they've put the plastic seal around there as well, so that's all very good. 70% PG, 30% VG. And then give it a twist, and it comes off. Right, this is 3 ml, and I'm just going to fill this tank up with hazelnut coffee. We'll stick that on there. Okay, so there it is filled up. I quite like this. No leaks from the initial filling. On the Darwin I've got an extension arm. So that'll go on there. This will be able to allow me to meter it out as well. So if we have a look at this, set the lowest wattage, 2 ohm. That. I think I've just had a nutgasm. Oh my lord, hazelnut coffee, hello. Oh, that is lovely. And the dual coil, this is dual coil. This is the iClear 30. And I am telling you what, 18 milligrams is giving me a hell of a wallop. Vapor production is off the scale. Off the scale. I think that actually deserves one of these. Wow, that is amazing. Vapor production, flavour is full on. It is full on. I am getting accurate hazelnut and amazing sort of sweet coffee. It tastes like just like a hazelnut coffee. White out! Wow. Wow. Ah, that is amazing. I'm getting a really nice throat hit. Now, it says 18 milligrams, and I normally vape 24 to 36, but I'm going to be using this all day tomorrow. iClear 30 is new to me. I haven't seen one before, and I certainly haven't used a dual coil tank thing. The closest thing I've got to it is a VV Nova, which is single coil. This has got 4 wicks and 2 coils. The vapour production is epic. Straight on the first fill. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. First impressions. I'm impressed. Daz, thank you very much. I will of course be vaping this all day tomorrow, and I will report back with my full findings. So, apologies for the few little technical hiccups I've had tonight. I keep pressing buttons and nothing's happening. But if you could see this screen, and the guys behind the scenes on vaportrails.tv will appreciate what I'm going through. It's early days with this new software and hardware. But hey, I'm fully HD and it's amazing. As is this. First impressions of the iClear 30 from SOS is wowzer. That's all I'm saying. And the juice is amazeballs. Amazing. So that is 2 ohm. I'm putting 4.3 volts through it. Wow, it hits like a steam train as well. 18 milligrams. Throat hit a go-go. I think 36 would have blown my brain off. Anyway, so that's it for now. I will give you my full results on this some 3 days later, live on Vapor Trails TV. I'm a nut lover. Beautiful.
Yeah, you can tell I sort of liked it. After the break, I'll tell you what I thought of it. Twitter's going quite well, people.
iVapour and iVapour Elixir proudly sponsors Smoke to Vape on Saturday. iVapour and iVapour Elixir proudly sponsors Smoke to Vape on Saturday.
Right, well that's half time. Ish. Yes, so the iClear 30 from SOS kindly sent me one to give a go with some, it would be fair to say, nut-related juice. And I've been using this for the last 3 or 4 days, and I've got to say it is a producer of vapour and flavour. I've had no leaks, no juice in the mouth. The little flexible... Look, I've got lots of cameras. Let's use one of them, shall we? Let's go to this one, that one there. And this bit screws in, as I said in the video. I was unsure because it was the first time I touched it, but you can see it screws in. That does mean you can't fit a normal drip tip in it, but the reason why they've done that, I would say, is because it's very stiff. And I think if it just pushed in, there's a chance it would wiggle and come loose. But that is screwed in there and fixed hard. So yeah, a bit of a gimmick. You know, fine, it's bendy, but it's nicely made, nicely put together. But the most important thing is this. It produces dual coil, loads and loads of wicks in there. Haven't had a dry hit on it once. I think I had one when I'd just left it standing for a bit, but throughout the experience it just retains its flavour. Again, I took a little break from Vapor Trails TV, so I apologise if other people have talked about this, but this is new to me, and Dad sent me one, and I've went straight onto his site and ordered 3 new heads because the heads are replaceable. Looks quite nice on the lava tube as well, I think you'll say. My bullet's gone a bit black. Yeah, so I've got 2 more juices and a cig-alike to talk about if there is time. Yeah, so that's the iClear 30. Let's move on. Should we go and have a look what Twitter's doing? Let's hang out with chat for a bit as well. How are we all in chat? Are we well? Are we all well? I hope we're well. They're all talking about twittering. Surprising that. Lots of people saying they're in Twitter jail. I think that clears shortly. If someone could post in chat when that goes away. Also, you obviously can post from different accounts. Twitter is going nuts, Midgedog says. So that is fantastic. We are doing good work. Before I go on to the juice reviews, let me just play in something. Yes, I found it. It's important that we all have our voice in this story, and the SWOF campaign YouTube channel is available for you all to click and comment and then add a YouTube video. The ones I've been getting have been absolutely fantastic, and I thank all of you. Chat is quite full at the moment, so I'm not sure if anybody's in that has posted a video, but if you have, I say thank you, and if you haven't, please do. I'm not looking for an Oscar-winning speech. I just want your stories. As I said before, if you're asthmatic and you've noticed a change, if you've had other health issues and you've seen that it's improved for you, then that's brilliant. That's brilliant. But the key point is that you don't want it taken away. You want to keep your flavours, and you think the 4 milligram limit is incredibly silly. Now, I think Glenys, when she said what she said in the EU committee meeting, that they don't understand this product. They don't understand milligram strength. They think a cigarette has got a certain milligram in it, so they can lower it to fit in with that. We will be going into that more on vaportrails.tv, the comparison between the strength of nicotine in a cigarette and the strength of e-liquid. There are some tweets in our little selection there that illustrate that. So if you're thinking about doing a video, let me play this in, and may this inspire you to join the club. So there we go. There we go. It's that simple. Join the club and post a video. Your story needs to be heard. And I noticed that people in chat were asking whether using less inhalers will make them claim that it's a medicine. Hey, if you switched from full fat Coke to Diet Coke, that doesn't make Diet Coke a medicine. The fact that you lose weight is just that's the way I look at it. But it's something we will discuss and make sure that the pitch is perfect of these videos that we put out as well, because it's important to get your feedback, and we will be taking those on we will be taking those on board. It's a good thing I'm an editor. I can cut that sort of thing out. I can't when it's live though, because it's live. Let me go to this and show you what's going on Facebook. This is the SOS site here on Facebook. Lots of people are posting lots of great messages. This is another way of, oh, and look, there's Nick Grim Green. If you go to the Facebook page and look at that video, you will notice that he's quite angry with the EU as well, because he thinks it's going to spread to America, and I would agree that he's right. This isn't just the EU making a point. Lots of other people will follow suit, so it's important that we stop this, because I want to keep vaping, as I'm sure all you do. So there we go. There's the Facebook page. Loads of comments on articles. My wife also is involved with the Facebook page. She introduced herself to you all the other day. She is, when I'm in Cardiff, she's looking at this, and if you post anything important, the message will get to me. She's on board. She is behind this as well. So over the next couple of weeks, less than that hopefully, but it's in the hands of Kickstarter. You'll see on that Facebook page the Kickstarter campaign. There are perks that you will like. We couldn't do vaping related perks because of the whole nicotine thing and the whole, you know. So they are quite general, but they are good. I'll say that. And anything counts. You know, if you end up giving to it, huge thank yous. And every pound counts, because it just means that we can shout that little bit louder. If anybody in chat's got any questions, then please fire away. Let me go to chat now and see what you're all talking about. I should stop waffling. It's time for an ad break. It's time for an ad break now. Right, I'll go to an ad break and then I'll do a juice review. Okay, see you after the break.
iVapor and iVapor Elixir proudly sponsors Smoke to Vape on Saturday. iVapor and iVapor Elixir proudly sponsors Smoke to Vape on Saturday.
Well, there we go. Welcome back. I noticed in chat somebody said, what's the Facebook page called? And it's facebook.com/SWOF campaign. That's SWOF campaign. So go along, check it out. Post any interesting articles and information that you may have. and it's also another way to get your video to me. I will follow the link and download it. Thank you very much. I will also say that if you submit a video, there are certain legal things that you're agreeing to. You're agreeing that we can obviously re-edit them and put them out onto the internet. You know, you're putting them onto the internet anyway, but I'm just going to cut them down and use certain bits that play against other people. Anyway, I'm talking about... anyway, this is all about the Twitter bomb, but also it's about fantastic flavours in electronic cigarettes. And I've got one right here. Oh, wrong computer. Oh, first tech error. Okay, here we go. Oh, it worked. Right. Again, this is one of those juices that you saw me unwrapping. This is from Safe Cigs, and this is hazelnut, 18 milligram. I will also say you get a fantastic little card, which is great. And Darren at Safe Cigs is doing this document as well that goes out that is telling everybody about the EU ban. I think that's fantastic, and I'm looking at a camera that isn't on me. So that's great. Vendors are getting stuck in as well. That's good to see. Long may it continue and get louder. So there we are. Let's give it a vape. I am vaping it on... Twitter is distracting me, sorry. It's working very well. What is this? This is a variable volt personal vaporizer, and it's on an XL standard resistance cartomizer. This is hazelnut at 18 milligram. Clouds of vapor. Looking at the bottle, it is 70% PG, 30% VG, 18 milligrams. Child safe bottle, raised safety label. Hang Seng wrap all their bottles in plastic so to ensure that it hasn't been tampered with. Not that anybody would, but you know, it's all there. It's all meeting the requirements of safe sale. So that is fantastic. The flavour I talked about in my other video, and you might have been able to tell that I quite enjoyed it. Hazelnut coffee tasted like hazelnuts and coffee. This just tastes like hazelnuts. It's accurate. It's got a nutty sweetness that I like, and it's nutty and sweet. Definitely accurate nuttiness on the exhale. Throat hit on this cartomizer is much less, much diminished. It feels much more like 18 milligrams than the iClear 30. So if you're a fan of throat hit, I would say give the dual coil iClear 30 a whirl. I noticed in chat as well, somebody said that they thought the air was quite light on the iClear 30. Let me just give it a go and assess that comment. It's not. It's middle. It's not light and it's not hard to draw. So it's sort of in the middle. That's how I would classify that. And I don't like a heavy or a light draw. This is just right for me. So it's right in the middle. It's in the middle. There we are. So hazelnut. Do I prefer hazelnut coffee? I probably do. Coffee and hazelnuts, two of my favourite things. And hazelnut, although nice, it's just the one thing, and it works. If you like hazelnuts, I'd give it a go. If you like coffee and hazelnuts, give coffee and hazelnuts a go. I mean, he's given me the constituent parts here. I've also got coffee. Now, knowing Hang Seng and their accuracy of flavours, then I would say that this tastes like coffee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hang out with chat and have a look at Twitter. Twitter now on my screen says 102. So that's encouraging. 102 new tweets. There we are. There we are. She's getting a lot of action in her inbox. Oh yeah. She is. Look at them all. Look at them all. Look at you all. Looky. That's amazing, people. That's amazing. Let me just enjoy that screen there for a second while I just look. Skype has gone very quiet, but the Vapor Trails team behind the scenes are basically saying it's gone absolutely nuts. It's a success, I think. It's a success. But as we discovered with the first Twitter bomb, it keeps going, and people are on different time zones, and they're on, it goes in waves. It absolutely does. It goes in waves. So while that's going on, oh no, I've just closed. Oh no, I've just that's so much technology. So there we go. It's back again. Okay. Right. There's a monitoring site for Twitter that is saying it's gone well over 3,000 tweets. 2,000 tweets. It's just been amended. And then other people are saying no chance to count. The Twitters are just going too quickly. And it has been suggested that I described this Twitter bomb as nuts. So yes, it's true to say that tonight is incredibly nut themed. Okay. Righty ho then. There we go. They're all happening. Let me just scroll to the top. 177 new tweets. Let's have a look at them. That is all that's happening on Twitter. All that's happening on Twitter. Now, I'm going to get slightly controversial here because I've had a couple of messages from people on Twitter, and I've also had a couple of people not to stop following me on Twitter because they've noticed that the Twitter has gone a little bit crazy if you're a vapor. The craziness represents our struggle, and if we can use Twitter to spread this message, then I don't care if it makes it a bit ugly, but we're trying to stop this from happening, and I think this is going to have really, really positive effect on how people think about e-cigs. That's what I hope. Along with your video submissions, we can do something great. If the Kickstarter raises the money that we think it will, then we'll be able to make a big splash. A big, big splash. Yes. So there we are. There we go. Right. Let me fill another cartomizer up with the last in the trilogy. The last in the trilogy of these coffee nut related juices. Now, let me just go to this camera here. New technology, there we are. The easiest way to get this plastic wrapper off is just to run your fingernail around it, I find, and then it gives you something to do later to peel the plastic off. It does come off quite easily. There we are. Just neaten it up a little bit. Now, the interesting thing with the iClear 30 is that I do not normally vape 18 milligrams. And this again seems to be wrapped in Kevlar, so I'm going to try and open this and use my teeth. But tell you what, while I'm doing this, because this is like watching somebody open a cartomizer wrapper. Let me go to this. Let me show you that. There we go. There we are. There we are. It's all happening there. It's all happening there. Let me go to chat. Lots of people are reporting to be in jail, a Twitter jail. Sorry about that, but it's for a good cause, and your fellow vapors will keep you company, I'm sure. Yeah, it's going very well. You can retweet if you're in jail, I believe. Is that accurate? I'm unsure. I have also noticed I haven't. Oh my god, I haven't tweeted yet. Oh, I've let you all down. Oh, that is a shame. Somebody quick tell me what ANS is. I'll catch up. I'll catch up after the show, believe me. I'm going to spend the night retweeting. So, here we go. Let's put some juice on this. That's completely the wrong camera. Let's go to this and fill this up. Now, I occasionally use what we call in the business the condom method. What I do normally, though, is I just put a couple of drops on the top there. And then... Please stand up. and I take the little thing that's in there out, fill that up with juice, probably about that much, and then plunge that in there. And you can see that when you plunge it, it rushes up to the top, little bubbles come out, and then let it go back down again, and then repeat. That will ensure that all the filler inside that cartomizer is wet and soaked with lovely flavourful e-liquid. There we go. So let's have another look at Twitter just while this soaks in. Quite a few, I think you'll agree. Yes, Andrew, Mr. Scotch Pie, has just said another good tweet bomb night. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Right, let's give that a couple of plunges. I've only got 4 minutes left, people. I've only got 4 minutes left. Shame on me for not tweeting, but lots going on here. Lots going on here. I'd also like to say a big thank you to everybody behind the scenes on vaportrails.tv, and a massive thank you to everybody who's in the audience who's been making this happen. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. As you can see there, I've got 5 new tweets straight away. So here we go. I'll just keep Twitter up there in celebration, and hope that Miss Wilmot actually responds. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? I mean, you know, a response from her, or an invitation to take this discussion further would be a result, and that's what we're hoping for. We have had lots of positive reactions from other MEPs, and by all means, if you're tweet bombing someone with negative stuff, retweet and positively communicate with the MPs that agree with us. I have asked her for an interview or even a video for the SWAF campaign of her sitting at her computer with her initial reactions, because it's important we get both sides of the story. So, you know, by all means retweet my tweet, you know, when I'm asking for people. That also helps. You'll be seeing me doing more and more of that, but in the back of my mind I am aware that if they say yes, come up to London, that's when the Kickstarter campaign really enables us to be able to go up there with the crew and shoot it properly. You know, if we get Johnny Depp or whoever we've been tweeting, one of the celebrities, me rocking up with a tiny little video camera doesn't really say it properly. Both in the quality of the footage that we'll get, we need to do it and document it properly. Anyway, so on this device here, this is the same version of the cartomizer I was using before. This is 18mg coffee flavour. Now, coffee flavour was one of the first flavours that I started with in vaping, and it's accurate. It's coffee flavour. It's 18mg, so I'm not getting a throat hit that I would normally vape all day. But it is accurate. It is a good coffee, and it is a good coffee flavour is difficult to find, and that is worth giving a go because it is accurate. I'm looking at the time, and it is time for me to go. I'm going to go now, and I'm going to retweet and tweet my heart out. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for taking part in this fantastic event that we now call Twitter Bomb. And it's been a great pleasure helping you achieve tonight. So thank you all for tuning in chat. I've got 3 new tweets. And if I go back to live chat, thank you all for watching, everybody. I've been Smoked Vape. You've been fantastic. Thanks for watching. Where are the credits? There they are. Bye.
iVapor and iVapor Elixir proudly sponsors Smoke to Vape on Saturday.